あ、ティータイムを始めましょう。
僕はヘド博士の最高傑作。そしてスーパーヒーローだ。
All right, everybody, what is going on? We are hopping into the 200% level 10 links video here for the evil Android 21. So we have her here, you know, 5 out of 7 links activated. Only thing we're missing really is Big Bad Bosses. Fear and Faith doesn't matter at all. But we'll have Big Bad Bosses next rotation whenever she gets over here. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and just throw her in the slot 1 and see what she can do. So she starts out here at 318k defense. Now, keep in mind, she doesn't have any sort of multiplicative buff, like, in her passive for her defense. Like what you see is what you get, and she's going to be getting 50% of this every single time she super attacks. So every super attack she's doing is going to give her, you know, roughly, what is that, 159k defense. So she can do several super attacks in a turn. We're facing currently one enemy right here, so she gets 21% damage reduction. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to her. She's got some, like, crit chance, she's got some healing and stuff in here, but the important thing is that this 21, she's good for basically 2 rotations, and then she's going to really peter out because she's going to lose that extra defense that she gets at the start of turn. But her stacks are kind of intended to help her make up for that, but I just don't know that she's really going to be getting up to a acceptable defensive level. But we'll see. We'll see. I probably should have floated off the other 21, but I left her here, so you know, it is what it is. All right, what'd she start out here at, like a 5-point-something million attack set? Again, she can do multiple of these. All right, here we go. So now she's at a 6.5. I think she can do one more. Okay, and she didn't. Okay. This character, I need to show her build. She has level 10 links, all that good stuff, rainbowed. But I forgot to show her build. It's kind of built similarly to how I did the Dokkan Fest, where I went about 20 dodge, and then like 15 additional or so is kind of what I shot for. Just because, again, like, this character is really going to benefit, I think, from dodge. I think she'll actually be pretty decent for the Fusion Zamasu fight, just since she's physical. But she's still would have taken, like, on this first turn, before she super attacks, she would have taken quite a bit of damage from the AoEs. So that is just something that we should keep in mind right here, is, you know, this team, this Android team that we're running with 21, is just full of characters that need to super attack in order to be good defensively. So we'll be back in just a moment with Int 21 on rotation. All right, here we are. We got 21 back on rotation again, and now you can see she's up to 800k defense. Now, we're still going to be getting that same, well, it's going to be slightly different now because we have support on rotation, but, you know, we're not getting 50% of this every time we super attack, right? Some people are going to look at this and go, wow, you're going to get 400k every time you super. It's like, no, we would have to divide out. So we got 2 super attacks last turn, so we would have to divide this by 2. So we'd be at about 400k defense right here, and then, so we'd be getting about, we're getting about 200% defense every time we super attack here, just like roughly. So, you know, one more super attack and we're going to be at 1,000,000 defense, which is nice, with 21% damage. Well, no, I'm sorry. So now we're up against 2 enemies, so we no longer have the damage reduction. We instead trade that out for like a 50% chance to crit, since we're up against 2 enemies here. But if we were up against 1 enemy here, our stats would still be the same, but we would have 21% damage reduction instead of the crit chance. So again, 1,000,000 defense with 21% damage reduction is good. You're just going to need to wrap up the fight quickly, I think, with this 21. So here we go. You know, we have 6 out of 7 activated. The only thing we don't have is Fear and Faith, which doesn't really matter too much. Let's go ahead. We'll put Free to Play 21 in slot 1. She shouldn't die. Let's go ahead and grab these. If we were low on HP right here, that probably would have given us a decent amount of healing, you know, having 800k at the start of turn like that. So, you know, I think this 21 can be good. It's just going to be a matter of, do you survive the first rotation with her? I mean, this free-to-play 21, I'm not sure where I'm at with her, like, in my line of thinking. Maybe she can be effective. It seems like she's doing really high attack stats. I kind of wish she was doing half that amount and her support was like doubled and her defense was doubled, because her defense is not great. But yeah, I mean, look at that. She's doing basically the same numbers here as this banner unit that came out, right? But the banner unit's defense is just way better. All right, nice. We got a 9 million again. We can do one more, and I forgot to show her build again. Dang it. But again, it's about 20 dodge. There's the hidden potential. I was gonna say it's about 20 dodge and like 15 additional or so, give or take. Anyway, we'll cut. We'll come back. And we'll see, what she can do here after her passive goes away. So she gets an intro buff. We saw her intro play right at the beginning of the fight. She gets that for 4 turns. So after this rotation, that's going to be gone. So her defense numbers are going to drop down quite a bit. But I think we'll have Gamma 1 on rotation, so it'll probably be maybe around 700k or so, but we'll see. We'll see whenever we come back. Oh, let me turn... There we go. Forgot to turn the sound back on. All right. Let's go ahead and see what Android 21 can do right here. We'll throw Gamma 1 into slot 1. He can hold that down just fine. And we'll just go ahead and get this rotation right here, and then we will hop into the breakdown. So here she is at 650k defense again. That's what happens whenever her passive wears off. But if we were facing one enemy, I mean, 657 with 21% damage reduction, and she's going to be getting, like, okay, so we would divide this by 2, right? So, what is this? 657, 772 divided by 2, and then divide by 2 again. So I guess I should just divide it by 4. So she's going to be getting about 164k defense here every single time she super attacks. So even after just one super attack right here, she's going to be over, 820k defense again. So, she's looking pretty good. Now, this is with a lot of support, though. I think Gamma 1 is viable for the Fusion Zamasu fight. But I don't know about this 21. I'll give her a shot in there. But I don't know how she's going to do in that Fusion Zamasu fight. I don't think her defense is good enough. All right, Gamma 1's not guarding and he's not built up, but we're fine here. He's going to get a super attack in and then we'll be all good to go. So we'll see what 21 does here. And then, again, we will move into the breakdown. So let me know what you guys think about this Evil 21. Do you guys think that she's really what the new Dokkan Fest 21 needed? Or could she have been a lot better? You guys let me know your thoughts on her down in the comments below. And stay tuned for the breakdown. All right, this is Growth Through Predation. Android 21 transformed evil. Her leader skill doesn't really matter because she's a banner unit. Her super attack is the absolute release ball. I'm just saying, I've been there. It greatly raises attack, which is a 50%, or greatly raises attack and defense, which is 50% for 4 turns. That's essentially 2 rotations. So even if you float her, she will always keep her stacks up for at least 1 extra rotation, which is nice. That's kind of what allows her to kind of settle in as a pretty solid defensive unit. 650k with 21% damage reduction. It's not the best, but then, post super attack, getting the extra, however much, 130, is pretty good. So, her passive activates the entrance animation upon the character's entry once only. Attack and defense 120% and great chance of launching additional super attack for 4 turns from the character's entry, and high chance of launching additional super attack starting from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn. So that's nice. Like, even after you lose the extra stats, she still keeps the additional. It becomes, you lose the chance a little bit. Like, it goes from a great chance to a high chance, which is 70 to 50. But at least you still keep it, right? So she can still triple super and help keep these defense stacks up. But if you start losing this, like, if you're not getting that double super consistently, that's where you're going to start to see her defense really slip off. So you want to try to keep as many of these stacks active turn to turn as possible. And if you start losing them, it's going to feel bad, which... Oh, I never showed her build. Oh, my goodness. Hang on. Hang on. My phone's going to die, but I realized I never showed her build in the video. Oh, my goodness. Okay, real quick. Elgato, please. Okay. Ignore the sound, everybody, but where is she? Hurry, I got to go before my phone dies. Okay, here we go. Here's my build. So I did 12 additional, 3 crit, and 18 dodge. You can see that this is what I threw on her right here. Nothing too crazy because I wasn't sure really how to build her, but I just, threw some stuff on there. Anyway, so that's what I did. So additionals are going to help her out. So if you guys want to give her additionals, that's probably a good play. But you guys let me know how you built her and what you think the best build is, because I really, honestly, it doesn't matter too much. I think dodge is good to have on every unit, because there are so many times where it comes down to, like, okay, we got the friend on rotation. Do they have dodge on their character? No? Okay, it's a guaranteed loss. Whereas at least, if there's dodge, you can get like a Hail Mary you know, it's like you want to at least have the chance, right? Because I mean, there's been several times, everybody knows, where like I've won fights off of dodge, you know, Truth wins fights off of dodge, people who use dodge win fights off of dodge. It's like everyone's like, oh, you'll just never get it active. And it's like, I've found that it's like, you know, a lot of my winning runs where it's like, oh man, we just have to survive here with a dodge. It's, we do survive because we do dodge, but, you know, we've been killed plenty of times as well. But I think additionals are good for her. As well. So, key 3, 210% at the start of turn, 90% when attacking, attack only. Reduces damage received by 21% when facing one enemy, high chance to crit when facing two enemies, performs a critical hit if HP is 60% or less at the start of turn, or if the target enemy's HP is 30% or less when attacking. I think this is nice. I really wish the Dokkan Fest 21 had something like this, right? She could really benefit from having some crit in her passive. Recovers 30% HP with each final blow delivered. You're pretty much never going to get any benefit from this, but if you do, it's going to be really helpful. And then HP with Candy is kind of whatever. Her links are fine. Metamorphosis, Android Assault, Big Bad Bosses, Shocking Speed, Battlefield Diva, Fierce Battle, Fear, and Faith. One thing about her, you guys have to link level her. Guys, you have to link level her. She's just like the other 21. She just gets too much from these links to not link level her. So if you're trying to use her at like level 6 links, level 5 links, like stop. You go get her to link level 10. You know, spend the time, do it. I've got guides on the channel on how to link level. I've got auto clicker guides if you're on Android. You guys, you gotta get her link leveled. Here's her best linking partners. Again, it's just Android units, basically. Janembas, just because Janembas have, like, the best villain link set in the game. But I guess if you share 5 links with Janemba, then you also have a really good link set. So, which I would say. I would say this link set is really, really good. So, anyway, let me know what you guys think about her. Again, her 200% leaders are right here. She gains Kale. Like, this Dokkan Fest 21, she just has, like, these 4 right here. The Evil 21 gets Kale. So, I guess because of, like, what? Is it full power that gets her on there? So, yeah, you guys, so, like, really, she only has, like, 200%, but you guys, let me know what you think about this Evil 21. Again, I'm excited to use her, see how she does against Fusions and Masu. I'm probably going to hop in there next, but my phone's got to charge up, so let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And again, let me know what you guys think about her. Let me know how you built her, and I'll catch you guys next time.